and grind.
And good morning, good morning, good morning. How are you, my friend? How are you, my friend? Today is Monday. That's right. Today is Monday, December 2nd, 2019. And what's crazy is today is the very first and very last time it will ever be Monday, December 2nd, 2019. So I want to make sure we make the absolute most. What's up, Bruce Miller? I want to make sure we make the absolute most, Charlie McKay, of this absolutely incredible day. Fair enough, Casey Rossiter and my man Mike Overfelt. Let's make the absolute most of this incredible day. Man, I'm so excited to be in the month of December, the final month of 2019. It's the month of Christmas, holiday cheer, all of that great stuff. I just absolutely love me some December. Now, I'm also thankful that Black Friday is behind us. Right? That season, the chaos, the stores, the shopping, all of that stuff. I'm thankful that that season is behind us too as we move into this final month. So with Black Friday being behind us, I thought I'd share some stats with you guys. So apparently, based on the data that I could find, people spent about $7.4 billion on Black Friday. What's up, Sean Hayes? People spent about $7.4 billion on Black Friday just the other day. Now, the studies also show that they're planning on spending, there should be, here in America, our spending is going to be about $143.8 billion for the season. $143.8 billion for the season from November 1 to December 31st. Think about that number for just a second. It's a ridiculous number. That's about $16 billion with a B. That's about $16 billion higher than last year, right? So the economy obviously is doing well. People are spending money. $16 billion. It's almost 15% higher than last year. So the people who were out, I don't know if you were out, but in case you didn't catch a glimpse of it, let me show you a little bit of what it looks like. Now, what I'm about to show you is Black Friday in the United States of America versus Black Friday in Canada. Check it out. A slight difference, wouldn't you say, between Black Friday in Canada and Black Friday here in the United States of America. And I think it's really interesting. I think it's really interesting how cultures, a culture of people, how ultimately can make an impact, right? How cultural differences can create enormous differences in the results. Same exact sales, same exact prices, same exact holiday, completely different actions. Now, see, my family personally, we didn't get to indulge in any of that. We didn't get to indulge in any of the Black Friday stuff. We didn't go out. We didn't do any shopping. We didn't get to indulge in any of that. Instead, we actually had the honor of serving 43 people at our house for Thanksgiving. That's right. We had 43 people. We had my uncles and my aunts that came from all over the country. You have my wife there in the front who refuses to let me take a good picture of her. She always has to make a funny face. But we had 43 people over at the house. My aunts, my uncles, all of the cousins. We had this incredible cookie party where everybody, all the kids, got to make all these cookies. My stepdad, he made 2 30-pound birds. That's right. You heard it right. 2 30-pound birds. I love this picture right here. My grandma's looking at that bird like, my goodness, that's the biggest freaking bird I've ever seen in my life. So instead of going out and doing the Black Friday deal, we got the honor of serving my family for a few days. We had my cousin Al, who came in from North Carolina, stayed at our house with his family. My cousin Sam, she also stayed at our house with her family. And so we had all the kids. But my favorite part, I got to be honest with you, my favorite part of the whole season, my favorite part of the whole thing was watching the cousins, right? I was watching the cousins run together in our house. Now, we're talking about cousins that have never met each other, cousins that have never, I shouldn't say never, they maybe met one time before, but they've never really spent any time together. And so I'm watching these perfect strangers. Absolutely perfect strangers. They ran together for 4 whole days, man. This is Charlotte here, Charlotte and Savannah, and they just ran and played. And it was amazing that even though they were perfect strangers, when they were brought together in a loving and safe environment, like their hearts opened right up, right? As soon as they were brought together in a very loving and a very safe environment, they were able to make this connection, and they were able to elevate each other's game, right? They were able to bring each other to a place of joy and a place of laughter. It was amazing to watch all these cousins, perfect strangers, in the way that they connected. And it seems that that's how it is for us humans, right? It seems like that's the trend. As a matter of fact, in the planner, if you've got last year's planner or this year's planner, sorry, I've been focused on the new planners, which we have out for next year. But if you have this year's planner, if you open it up to today, it says right here at the top, this is a quote by Oprah Winfrey, and it says, "Surround yourself only with the people who are going to take you higher." Surround yourself only with the people who are going to take you higher. I want to dive into that a little bit more today. That very strong and powerful quote by a very strong and powerful woman. That takes me back to Oprah Winfrey. Because you see, I totally love my replay viewers. My replay viewers, I love them just as much as I love my live viewers. There's Bill Schomburg's watching live today, not on replay. But I love my replay viewers. And even though we're strangers, right? Even though we're strangers, we've created this safe environment, and we've basically opened our hearts to one another. Like Gail Beecraft, I love her dearly, right? Don Sankey, I love him dearly. Tabby Negrit and Sarah Ball and John Lamb, right? I love you all dearly. And even though a lot of us are strangers, we've never physically met before, we've created a safe place, we've opened our hearts, and we've been able to create a relationship. And that's basically what Oprah Winfrey is talking about here in the planner when she says, surround yourself only with people who are going to take you higher. I believe we've done that with hashtag Rise and Grind. But let me back up a little bit. Oprah Winfrey is listed as the first African-American female billionaire. Isn't that crazy? The very first African-American female billionaire. She's also listed as the wealthiest African-American woman on the planet. The wealthiest African-American woman on the planet. And some say, if you look her up, some say that she is the most influential woman in the world. Think about that title. The most influential woman in the world. And when they asked her one of her secrets to success, her words were, surround yourself only with people who are going to take you higher. Last week, my son went out. He went out and he found a person on the side of the road that was in need of help. And so my son went to the store and he packed up a backpack, and filled it with all kinds of different toiletries and snacks and gift cards. And then my son went and he found someone on the street that was in need of help. He approached him and he gave him a backpack. he went through the backpack with with the man, and he gave him a hug and just told the man that, hey, sir, I just want to help you a little. That's all. I want to help you a little. I don't expect anything in return, and I don't need to know all the details of your life. I just want to reach out and help you. And yesterday, where's it at? There it is. Yesterday, that man that Joel helped, because this video of his, has now like 15,000 views or something like that. And so this man that he helped yesterday, there were some people that were posting on the thread, and as is to be expected, there's more to his story than what he shared with us. You see, he told us his name was Killis Jones, and turns out that his name is Zachary Williams, and he does have a Facebook profile as Killis Jones, but apparently his real name is Zachary Williams. And apparently Zachary Williams has a child, and he has people, and he has a family, which we all knew that he did. And so some people were posting and commenting, people that knew him, and they were angry and they were agitated by the fact that my son had served him. They were upset because they felt like he was living a lie. They were upset because they felt like he had a place to go, but yet he was choosing to stay on the street. They were upset because he had bouts and run-ins with drugs and things like that, and he had made poor choices in his life. And so they started posting on the post that they were upset, that they were irritated, that they were frustrated, and I completely understand their irritation and their frustration. I do. They love him. They love this man. They love this man, and they are upset about the choices that maybe he's made, or that the decisions he's made in his life. He's maybe hurt them. He's maybe burned them. They were upset. But here's the truth. Whether his name was Killis or Zach or Tom or Mitchell or Bob or Harry, whether his situation was exactly as portrayed or not exactly as portrayed, this man is still broken. He's broken. And he still needs help. You see, he needs to be surrounded with people who will take him higher. I watched a documentary. It was a documentary, and it showed this lion. And this lion it was looking for water. It was very, very thirsty. And so the lion had traveled a long way. It was weak. And as it traveled, it found this area to get some water, and it sat down and started to drink the water. But as it did, it turned around and it noticed that it was surrounded by a pack of hyenas. It was surrounded by over 20 hyenas, and in its weakened state, normally this wouldn't be a big deal, but in its weakened state, Brian Hess is about to have a baby, congratulations. In its weakened state, this was a real threat and danger to his life. And so these hyenas started to attack, and as they started to attack the lion did all that he could. He pawed and he clawed and he used his mouth, and he would grab the hyenas and he would throw them and he would attack. But every time he would turn around and grab one hyena, another hyena would attack from the other side, and it would yank back on his legs, and it would take its teeth and dig their teeth deep into his flesh. And so as you're watching this video, you see this lion struggling, and it looks like he's about to go down. It looks like this lion is about to lose its life to this pack of mangy hyenas. And at the last moment, another lion that is walking by, that is drawn by the commotion, that sees the struggle, another lion comes running in. And as he comes running in, together they're able to attack the pack. They're able to knock the hyenas back. They'll be able to send the hyenas running scared, licking their wounds with their tails between their legs. You see, together with the right people, we are so much stronger. It's December. And as we get ready to head into 2020, I want to ask you a question. I want you to ask yourself a question. I want you to take a look around. Do you have people in your life that will take you higher? You see, in a fascinating study, they found that most people become the average of their 5 closest friends, the 5 people that they spend the most time with. You see, I personally am working on those 5. I want to make sure that I'm as close as I can to this man right here, Jesus, a man who in history, one of the most influential people in history. I know Oprah's strong, but she ain't sold as many books as this guy. I know Oprah's powerful, but she hasn't served as many people as this guy. I know Oprah has got fame and she's got money and she's got fortune, but she doesn't have what this guy has, which is the eternal ability to change my life and yours. You see, I want nothing more than to be closer. I want him to be in my Fab 5. I want him to be one of the 5 closest people, because I know that as I spend time with him, I am brought to another level. You see, I want to surround myself with people who are going to take me higher. He takes me higher. Another person I have in my circle of 5, another person who I know that the more time I spend around, the higher I am raised. A person who has selfishly given her life to her children, has selfishly given her or selflessly given her life to serving others. You see, my wife is a powerful human being. Yesterday, I watched my wife, our daughter, Oakland. Oakland had a fever all day yesterday, and I watched as my wife held Oakland. Hi, Deuce Williams. Great to see you, sir. I watched as my wife held Oakland all day long. All day long. She made the sacrifice. She just held her. She just held her all day. I took my kids, and we went out to Target. We did some shopping, and I took the kids. I brought them here to the studio, and I took the kids and just left my wife with the baby so she could just hold her. And that's all she did. She held her for almost 24 hours yesterday. The only time my wife put my daughter down yesterday was so that she could serve you guys. Those of you that have ordered Rise and Grind gear, we got all kinds of new Rise and Grind gear. There's been tons of orders, especially over the holiday. And so my wife wanted to make sure to serve you guys. So she put the baby down and she packaged it all up. She packaged 210 blessing backpacks that are now going to go out. You see, my wife is in my Fab 5. I know that when I'm with my wife, she raises me higher. See, we want to surround ourselves with the people who will take us higher. This guy brings me higher. This woman brings me higher. And the third person in my 5 that I want to continue to get closer to is Danelle Delgado. You see, Danelle Delgado lives life with purpose. You see, Danelle Delgado, her mission in life is to impact the lives of 1 million. She wants to help 1 million people rise to a higher level. She serves relentlessly. She is constantly on the move. She's constantly on the road. She's constantly surrounded by others that she loves and that she pours into. You see, she's the type of person I want to be closer to. She's the type of person I want to be around. You see, Danelle has lifted my life to a higher level. Danelle is an incredible human being. You see, Oprah Winfrey's quote in our planner. If you aren't using your planner every single day, you got to open this thing up, man. There's so much inspiration in this planner. Oprah Winfrey's quote says, surround yourself only, don't forget that word. Surround yourself only with people who are going to take you higher. Danelle Delgado is one of those people. I also surround myself and want to continue to surround myself by my children. You see, my children take me to a higher level. My children are people that lift me up. They encourage me to be a better man. My son in his walk with Killis or Zach or whatever this broken young man's name, it's inspiring to me. Meredith carries herself with such independence. She's such a strong person. She doesn't care what anybody else thinks. Willow has this super intelligence and this energy that is infectious. I want to carry that with me. My daughter Savannah, she's got this huge, just this pure servant heart, and she loves the stage. She loves to lead. She loves to teach. She loves to educate. I want to be more like Savannah. My man Fisher, he just has so much joy. Look at the smile on his face. He just carries himself with so much joy. I love my children. I count them as one. But they round off my 12, or they are part of the 5 that I want to get closer to. They bring me higher. Oprah Winfrey's quote says, surround yourself only with people who are going to take you higher. And of course, the last one that I'm trying to get closer to is my man Will Smith. Because y'all know how I feel about that, right? My man Will Smith. I'm trying to get closer to Will because you know what Will does? Will makes the world laugh. He makes the world laugh, and he does it in a powerful way. I love how Will has embraced his talents. He takes his talents, his gifts. He has these gifts, lyrically. He has gifts as far as, with his movies and this gift of humor. And I just love who he is, and I love what he stands for. He just tries to serve the world. I want to get closer to a guy like Will Smith because, as it says in the planner, surround yourself only with the people who are going to take you higher. Listen, my friends, it's not a coincidence. It's not a coincidence that successful people are all telling us the same thing. As we head into December, I think it's really important that you take a look around. Who are you surrounding yourself with? Who's around you right now? Are they bringing you down or are they lifting you higher? Are you surrounded by the hyenas that will tear at you and claw at you when they see that times are tough? Or are you surrounded by lions that will jump into the fight with you and that will carry you to the next level? You see, it's my belief that the 5 people, or not just the 5 people, but it's my belief that the people that you surround yourself with are so influential and impactful in your life. That's part of the reason why I created Rise and Grind University. You see, I created Rise and Grind University because I wanted to create a place where you could connect with the superhumans of the world that care deeply about you and your success and raising you to another level. I want to connect you with these people. I want to make sure that you're surrounded by not just the 5 people closest to you, but by some of the biggest, most powerful experts in all different areas of life. I would love for you to be a student in Rise and Grind University. You can go to riseandgrinduniversity.com to make that happen. Not just because I want you to be a part of something that we're doing, which is awesome. Not just because it's the next level for hashtag Rise and Grind, but because of what it says right here in the planner. Surround yourself only with people who are going to take you higher. You have an opportunity right now. December 2nd, take charge today. Take actions in your life today to make sure you are surrounded by only people that are going to take you higher. I'm going to continue to seek Jesus. I'm going to continue to spend and get as close as I can to my wife. I'm going to connect as deeply as I can with these powerful children. Their innocence in their hearts is amazing. I'm going to get as close as I can to Tadel Delgado, learn all that I can, and continue to create opportunities to serve more. I'm going to keep reaching out to my man Will Smith. Like it or not, I'm sending him messages on Instagram all the time until one day him and I are going to connect and we can make the world laugh together. Who are you going to surround yourself with? Listen, my friend, you are a child of God. You see, the God of the universe, the God that made everything, made you to be the absolute best version of yourself that you can be. And you cannot be the best version of yourself if you're surrounded by a pack of hyenas. I need you to get yourself around a bunch of lions. Listen, thank you so much. Please do me a favor. Have an incredible day today. Have an incredible week this week. Let's kick off December right. Hop into riseandgrinduniversity.com right now. Try it out for free for 7 days. Trust me, you're going to love it. And then do me a huge favor, will you? Will you come back here again tomorrow morning at 5:30 a.m.? We're going to do this all over again on hashtag Rise and Grind. Love you guys. I do. I stinking love you.